But I don't like the use of force. I like voluntarism. That's what a free society is supposed to be all about.
Well, you like voluntarism. You don't see much of it coming from the White House.
So we'd like to opt out, and that's what they're saying. They don't want to be pushed in. But when you think about how many other things that we're pushed into, but I don't like the use of force. I like voluntarism. That's what a free society is supposed to be all about.
Well, you like voluntarism. You don't see much of it coming from the White House. In fact, you called the president recently an elected dictator. What do you mean by that?
He's dictatorial is what he is. But this is what our government's all about. This is what, when Congress does get around to passing laws, they're dictatorial too. Everybody's telling the people what to do. The whole process for many, many decades, this is what the whole taxing system is about. Dictating and dictatorial and telling people what to do with their lives. And
how would you change things?
Well, you have to change it by changing people's minds, but I think that's what's happening. I think this is why we have a Tea Party movement going out there, and people are demonstrating because they're sick and tired of what they're being dictated to, just like the people in Ohio. They were tired of being dictated. You have to buy this insurance. So the people's attitudes are changing. The Congress has to change. We have to have a new president that maybe believes in the Constitution to quit doing the things that are illegal. But this whole principle that the executive branch as well as the judicial branch can write law, that has to be challenged because this is how we got into this mess. This is why government is too big and has to be reversed. You have to deal with the whole philosophy of government. What's the role of government? And the people have to decide, do we want a government that is supposed to police the world and run a welfare state and deficits don't matter, or are we supposed to live within the Constitution? That's the big question that we have to ask and then find a good answer to. You know, in the private sector, you can be sued for breaking your promises and your contract. But politicians get away with it. So maybe I'll keep thinking about that idea if you liked it.
They get away with murder. They always have. They probably always will.
I hope I'm giving the true message that the people need to hear. You have to change it by changing people's minds, but I think that's what's happening. But I don't like the use of force. I like voluntarism. That's what a free society is supposed to be all about.